Hey everyone. Today we're diving into a topic that's got the political world buzzing. Is the deep state framing Trump for the attempt on his own life? Now this might sound like something straight out of a thriller movie, but bear with me. Because the theories circulating out there are pretty wild. Homeland Security Director Alejandro Mayorkas and FBI Deputy Director Paul Abate have discussed circulating an unhinged conspiracy theory blaming Trump for the failed assassination attempt on his own life, a U.S. Army Cyber Command source told Real Raw News. As illegitimate President Joseph R. Biden, or his body double, delivered a plethora of insincerities yesterday evening from a green screen Oval Office, Mayorkas and Abate were on the phone devising a means to twist the attempted assassination narrative to further vilify President Trump and boost Biden's precipitously failing support structure. The source said, "Our cyber has been monitoring the FBI ever since it unlawfully raided and occupied President Trump's Mar-a-Lago estate in August 2022. With the late Merrick Garland having authorized agents to use deadly force against Trump if he obstructed the incursion." He added that Abate, who received Mayorkas's call, was in the FBI's D.C. headquarters and that Mayorkas appeared to be in Ontario, though, the source noted, he could have used rudimentary call spoofing methods to conceal his actual location. Mayorkas started the conversation by asking Abate whether he or his boss, Christopher Wray, had any part in the bid to assassinate Donald Trump, suggesting at least that if the deep state had orchestrated the plot, Mayorkas was out of the loop, improbable because he is among the deep state's primary shot callers. Paul Abate resented the insinuation, vehemently insisting he'd learned of the attack and the gunman's name at the same time as everyone else in the world, on live television. Fact is, for all we know, both could have been playing stupid, in case they thought someone might be listening in on them, which we were. The call was enciphered, but we can break their encryption. They had this 5-minute accusatory back and forth and neither admitted anything, but then Mayorkas said they had to get ahead of this thing before it bit them in the ass. Mayorkas said Trump's survival, coupled with Biden's bomb debate, was a nightmarish scenario for all Democrats, our source said. "If Trump gets back in the White House, you and I, we're both dead or in jail," Mayorkas reportedly told Abate, and mentioned that the iconic photograph of a bloodied Trump pumping his fist in the air and shouting "fight" was now etched in every citizen's mind, indelibly. "We're screwed," Abate said. But Mayorkas had an idea, an awful idea, a wonderful, awful idea, to quote Boris Karloff's narration of The Grinch Who Stole Christmas. What if Trump staged the attempt on his life to portray himself as a victim, to shore up support among undecided voters and in swing states still up for grabs? What if Trump's people found societal outcast Thomas Matthew Crooks and paid, cajoled, or brainwashed him to take part in the scheme, then forever silenced him so the truth would never be known? Trump was bereft of decency and willing to do almost everything to defeat Biden in 2024, Mayorkas said. "Even risk his own life? That boat won't float," Abate replied. "Bad luck is why he's still alive, and no one, absolutely no one, will believe that he was willing to take a bullet. It's outlandishly preposterous." "But what if Crook's shot missed by a mile or the bullet fired at Trump was a blank?" Mayorkas suggested, and he conjured the idea that Trump had been wearing a prosthetic ear with an exploding dye packet like ones used in motion pictures to simulate gunshot wounds. "What about the dead MAGA and the injured? No one's going to believe that Trump would kill any MAGA," Abate argued. "We'll find evidence he used a mix of live ammunition and blanks. He had to kill at least one MAGA scum and wound a few for realism," Mayorkas said. According to our source, Mayorkas asked Abate to figure it out, before disconnecting the call in a huff. "What we're seeing right now is panic and desperation. The deep state's hopes have turned to fear as it's collapsing in on itself from all sides. A union of circumstances, and God too, saved President Trump's life, and for that we should all be thankful," our source said. As an aside to this story, U.S. Marines today arrested Jack Smith moments after Judge Cannon dismissed the bogus classified documents case against Trump. Real Raw News is currently working on that article now and will publish ASAP. This is breaking news, and the future paralegals of America will keep you all informed as the story develops. We will also have the new details of Jack Smith arrest.